Timberwolf by Flash Timberwolf. Give it up for Flash Timberwolf.
How's everybody doing tonight? You guys good? All right. Good to be here, man. Hey, your favorite certified comedian from South Jersey is back. It's good to be here. And the thing is, I have to say South Jersey because when you live in New Jersey, you know, everyone assumes you always live in Newark or near the shore or any place where The Sopranos was filmed. You know, every time I tell them, you know, where I live, I have to pull out a map and tell them where I live. No, look, I'm in South Jersey, okay? I'm right down here, okay? Look, here's Philadelphia, okay? Here's my house, okay? You take this bridge, you go down this road, right? You write this down, you gotta go this road, you make it right here, that's my house, okay? Down here. So anyway, you know, as much as I love performing and doing comedy, you know, I have no stage fright. I have no problem doing this at all. The only reason that my friends are amazed I do stand-up is because, you know, I'm brave enough, you know, to stand up in front of people and talk. But what's weird about me is, you know, I'm brave enough to do comedy, but I'm too scared to play Five Nights at Freddy's. I got nightmares from the trailer, okay? When I come home from work, the house is dark, you know, I always think there's someone in there like who that? I thought I saw someone there.
Give me something fluffy to
and
rest
what I
my
was
arm
thinking
on.
is, you know, my father,
something in arm on?
you know, he's
something to rest my arm on.
disciplinarian in my family. You know, he runs the whole house. Whatever he says goes. You don't argue with him, you don't raise your voice at him, you don't give him no looks, you do what he says, and that's it. What I was thinking is, if my dad ever had a job at Freddy Fazbear's, no one would give him any trouble. You know, I know you're not supposed to leave the security room. No, he will walk out the room, walk right up to Freddy and say, "Hey, what is all that noise? I was just back there. Hey, do you just roll your eyes at me? Hey, don't you dare roll your eyes at me when I'm talking to you. Hey, all right? Hey, I see you hiding behind that curtain. You better stay there, man. I'll knock that other eye out your head." Now look, this is how it's going to work. As long as I'm working here, you and your friends are going to stay there all night. If any of you move, I will come down there and I will whip all your furry butts. You understand? You stay there. Hey! What did I just say? What did I just say? Stay there. As James Brown once said, Papa don't take no mess. That's my dad. That's how we ran things. You know, it's tough getting older nowadays, you know, because things change so quickly nowadays. I mean, you know, I'm 33, you know, I'll be 34 in another month, but the thing is, you know, like I said, things change so quickly. I mean, like, the music scene is changing, and there's no more Saturday morning cartoons anymore. I mean, I was just distraught when I heard it. You guys hear about this? None of the major networks have canceled all their Saturday morning lineups. I mean, the very thing that shaped all of us is gone. There's no more. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, when I first heard it, I had to get like a bowl of cereal. I went out to a street corner and poured it out on a curb, you know, just for their memory. Like, this one's for the homies. This one goes out to the original Ninja Turtles, the Looney Tunes, and the whole cast of Garfield and Friends. This is for you. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. If you're gonna say goodbye to your childhood, you gotta give it the proper send-off. And something else I want to bring up about getting older. What is a true sign that you're getting old is, I know that someday I'm going to hear this on the radio. Coming up next on Oldies 98 FM, a super song set of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac Shakur. Once you hear that, you are old. It's official, man, I'm old. I miss the 90s, don't you? I love it, man, because, you know, back in those days, I was down with OPP. Now that I'm older, I'm down with AARP. Yeah, you know me. I was at 2 weddings earlier this year. 2 of some of my oldest friends got married throughout the course of the year. An old friend who I went to high school with married his girlfriend back in May. Another friend who I go to church with married his girlfriend back in September. I had to be in the wedding party for both weddings. So I was a groomsman in both parties. And it's tough to be supportive, to your upcoming married friends, when you're single, lonely, and broke. But the thing is, you gotta be supportive. But to be honest, I really don't like going to weddings, because you gotta pay all this money, for a rental tux that you're only gonna wear for one day, and all my friends, back home, I'm the only one in my circle of friends who isn't married. All my friends are either married or engaged. I'm still, single for obvious reasons. And every time I go to these weddings, all the families, everyone there keeps asking me the same thing. So when do you get married? When do you get married? But like I'm in a rush. This is why we need more females in the fandom, okay? I'm telling you, man. But the one thing I really don't like about weddings, dancing. Now, as ashamed I am to admit this, I can't dance at all. Okay, this is true, all right? See, there's a huge difference between dancing at a wedding and dancing at a furcon. When you're at a furcon, no one cares what you're doing. First of all, it's dark, no one can see you. And everyone is too drunk to care what you're doing, or they're busy passing out from heat exhaustion from being in fursuit all day, so they don't care what you're doing. But when you're at a friend's wedding, you have no choice but to dance. They force you, okay? They will send a bridesmaid to your table. They will drag you into the middle of the dance floor, and they will force you to do the Cupid shuffle whether you want to or not. I mean, God forbid someone's wedding should be ruined just because one person does not want to do the cha-cha slide. I mean, I'm sorry, okay?
This camera's starting to get really hot.
You take me by the hands like, no, I don't want to go.
Don't worry about the heat, just worry about the
I've been humiliated enough times on Facebook. You cannot avoid dancing at a wedding. They always put me at the table furthest away from the men's room during the reception. You cannot sneak around the table. I tried to go around the back. It was like, I caught you, like, oh. Now, I'm not completely devoid of any dance moves. I mean, there's one or two I can do. Like, well, the wobble, I can do that. And well, the electric slide, that's basic. Anyone can do that. Unless you're my friends. I mean, you should see, that's a YouTube moment right there. I mean, you should see some of my friends try to do the electric slide. It's like herding cats. All right? You got 20 people going in 20 different directions. Chaos. You would have an easier time organizing fursuiters for the parade than doing that. I tried to do the electric slide at a wedding. I kept bumping into everybody. It's like, no, this way. You gotta go this way. Like, hey, no, this way. They go back, and they're like, hey, get off my shoe. Hey, get off my shoe. I don't care if you're the bride, get off my shoe. Screw this, I'm sitting down. I got other embarrassing stories, but I'll save that for another time. And a couple other things I want to end with. I always joke about, how me and my dad, always get along. We really do have a good relationship, when he's not drinking. And but the thing is, it's just us two, in the house right now. And the thing is, I'm a furry. He isn't. Doesn't really quite get it, but for some reason he always assumes that he always knows what I'm thinking all the time. Like one time, me and Dad were watching football, and that Kia commercial came on. The one with the sexy female hamster in it? That one? And I'm never prepared for any sarcastic comments that are coming. I'm never ready. I just knew it was coming. As soon as that ad came on, Dad looked at me and said, hey son, that's right up your alley. Yeah, keep laughing. Wait till the Alice commercial comes on, then we'll see who's laughing. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. God bless you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, everybody loves a little